Hello my lovely arty friends. Today I wanted to share with you what's in my purse. No, not really. What's in my caddy little container. Oh, it doesn't want to lock now for some reason. Okay, it's locked. So it's really handy. It's see-through, so you can see exactly what everything is. And if I need to take it to my arts club, or if I need to take it to a different table, kitchen table, whatever, wherever I work, it's so easy. I just grab it all in one place, nice and easy. It's just nice to look at as well. So it opens into those three sections, couple of shelves and deep container. So I'm going to go from the top to bottom, what I have and what I recommend and what I don't recommend as well, I'll tell you. So we're going to start with this eraser. When I started doing watercolors, it was explained to me that's the better way kind of getting rid of pencil lines. So I would use this mechanical pencil for very fine 0.7 millimeters tip, because that's so much thinner than your standard pencil, and you get the nice delicate lines. And then if you want to minimalize it, you will just go over, like shape it into a roller, go like this, or just stipple just to get rid of the pencil. So that's really, really good. There's many different brands. It's called putty or kneadable art eraser, and it gets in any shape. I even made a little dumpling out of mine. So that's number one. I have just standard razors here. Again, I think they're from Faber-Castell. Some of them never even used. And what else? We have erasers shape of pencil, and they are hit and miss. Some of them react well with some pencils, some not so good, but it's good to have them. The other eraser I have is this electric one. It does remind me of a dentist, and you can get different tips, different thickness tips, and it will quite precisely erase either pencil or color pencil sometimes as well. And this one is with 10-win. I don't know that brand, to be honest, but I think I bought it on Amazon probably, and it works pretty well. So it's handy to have that. Other stuff I have here, this is special pencil, which is called woodless graphite. There are different brands. I have also from, again, I could be ambassador of Faber-Castell. This is Faber-Castell brand. Another one from some Jenner. Oh, I think this one was from very cheap shop. Like, gosh, I can't remember. Works, I think. So this one is quite close to my heart because it used to belong to my granddad, and my granddad passed away a few years back. He was an artist, and I just wanted to have something, just something sentimental. What else do we have here? This is one of my favorite gadgets. It's called Lamy. I think that's how you pronounce it. Lamy, and it's a fountain pen. It's a beautiful, beautiful pen, not too expensive, and look, it actually works. So you can make beautiful inking lines with it. And then what I like to do is go over with watercolors after. So I got two types of ink for that one. This is carbon ink from Platinum, which, because I have this special cartridge converter, I can draw directly from here, from the bottle. And this is waterproof, which is important with watercolors. But if you just want to work with ink by itself and then smudge it to make it shadows, this is the non-waterproof Winsor & Newton liquid Indian ink. And there's a cute little bottle, so adorable. And I believe you can get different colors inks as well. It could be quite fun mixing them with watercolors as well. So this is definitely, I recommend. This is fantastic. And it is really waterproof, because I was a bit worried at first. The other pen I have is from this Japanese company called Sailor. And this is very long pen. Let me just show you in comparison to the standard one. Look, there's quite a difference. It fits different in hand. Fits really nicely in hand. It also has a converter inside, so I could draw directly. But the difference is it hasn't been used for a while, so I won't be able to show you guys, but I'll show you the end. It has this very funny shape end. It's kind of straight and then up, as if someone just dabbed it too hard. And it can leave very beautiful lines, very thin lines. You can twist it, so it gives you variety. It is fun to use. I recommend that if you're into inking, if you're into kind of ink lines. Another hero of this floor, let me say, is Uni Posca. And this is beautiful pen. And works really well just highlighting stuff. So I'm going over black here, and it has quite opaque covering, so it's good to have it if you're doing, for example, gouache, and you want very thin white highlight or line somewhere. They come in different colors, so it can be quite fun. You can like shake it and then use it, or you can use it as a highlight on the watercolors. Just be careful, because I'm not quite sure if it is archival, so that might be an issue. But if you're scanning your work, it doesn't really matter. So what I would do, I'll have my watercolor painting and then I scan it anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's archival or not, because then I don't even keep that copy. So that one's here. We've done here. This is just the standard pencils. This is slightly different pencil from, again, Faber-Castell. Surprise, surprise. It's called Jumbo, and it's got that thicker look. This is the standard pencil, and this is the Jumbo one. I also have a special sharpener for it. That's the one, because it's considerably bigger than just the standard size. So moving on, these are just the nibs, eraser nibs for my special little new pencil. These are Tombow liners. These are making really nice lines as well. I think they are waterproof as well. Let's see, if you press it, it can give you a different line. Very fine. That looks beautiful. I think they're waterproof, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it's called water-based pigment ink. I think they're waterproof. I don't know. I'll have to check, guys. This is Pentel Japanese brush pen, and it's beautiful. It is on this dry end at the moment. So if I drag it now, it can create beautiful thick lines and then thinner. So it's quite dead now. However, I recently learned that you can actually fill it up. I don't know if I can fill it up. This container, I could probably use something like a syringe. Or you can just buy the whole, it's called FP10 Pentel cartridge. But I'm going to actually try fill it up with ink. That will be fun. And you can use it again. Wonderful. Because I thought, oh no, it's going to dry off. That's it. Goodbye. And I like when you can actually refill things. It doesn't go in a bin. What else we have here? Wonderful. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize how many Faber-Castell things I have that I'm happy with. This is Dark Sepia Pitt Artist Pen Fine Liner. And it is lovely. It's 0.3, so the tip is very thin. It is waterproof, and I recently noticed that with my watercolor paintings, I prefer to use brown just for that little softer look, because I have here a collection of my micron pens. I've got different thicknesses, 0.1, 0.005. It's like a hair thickness. Oh my goodness, I don't know if you can see, but it's so thin, so tiny. Where, for example, 0.05, 0.5, is that the thickest I have? I used to have 0.8, I think. This is, you can see the comparison, those two, how different they are in thickness. So the more variety you have, the more interesting things you can create. These are lovely. They are very much my favorite ones. If I don't use my pens, they're quite convenient. And basically they waterproof, archival ink, quality stuff. Definitely recommend these. And again, I have one of them is brown. I selected that with a little tape so I can always find it quickly. I don't know, I'm just moving closer to that kind of soft look. This is my white watercolor paint. I thought that was gouache, but it turns out to be watercolor, so I sometimes mix it with other paint just to give it slightly different color. It doesn't necessarily mean it will make it lighter, just slightly changes color as well when you add it to watercolors. This is my color wheel, and I use it a lot, especially if I work with acrylics or gouache or oils, especially oils. So I like to see what's on the opposite scale, because you know, memorize everything exactly sometimes a bit tricky for me. I kind of know, but I want to double check, so it's good to have the wheel so it's well used. This is something I bought a while ago. It's kind of like a credit card. You could use credit card that you no longer need, obviously. And this is called Catalyst. It's W06. You have different sizes. You also have like a different teeth, so you can get different effects. So this is kind of in the middle, and it wasn't that cheap, but I wanted to create kind of different feeling backgrounds, different kind of more abstract things with the paint. So you can kind of imagine smear it like a butter on the bread. Look with different colors and experiment, so it's quite fun to use. I recommend just trying things out. It's a nice little thing to have. Moving on, I already showed you the sharpener. I also have different type of sharpener, which is like a windable, so you put the pencil in and then the wind, and these are really good. They give you really good point. Just the standard sharpeners, you can never get enough sharpeners. I got through them quite a lot. Another set of charcoal. There was a time I was a bit obsessed with charcoal, and these are very thin. They got different sizes here, and really thin. The only problem is they give me a bit of an anxiety that I'm going to break them, and they're so messy. You just end up like working in a coal mine after a while. And these were from Amazon, I believe. But if you're practicing figure drawing or portraits or anything like that, and you want to just quickly practice things or shadows, it's a great thing to use rather than with pencil for a long time. You can squeeze more work doing your charcoal and adding on shadows that way, covering things. Definitely recommend. This is a little knife, sharpening knife, because you're supposed to all my pastel pencils are sharpened with this, and it feels like uncomfortable at first, but then you get used to it. And I was taught on one of the courses that pencils should be sharpened like that, because then you can work it even more. The only thing I haven't got is that thing you sharpen your pencil on, a bit like a sanding paper. So that's what I'm missing, just to finish up. I don't really do that much drawing, to be honest. Faber-Castell, surprise, seriously guys, that's all I have. Faber-Castell graphite aquarelle, and these are pencils, very nice thickness, a little thicker than your normal one, and these are water soluble. wonderful. So graphite, you can draw and then use your water to give it shadows or smudge them. Really good fun. Definitely recommend these. As a little extender for pencils, so if you have your favorite pencil or color pencil and they are that long, you just stick it at the end here, pop it on, and you have a proper length pencil. You can still use the rest because sometimes those color pencils can be quite expensive. So that's a good one to have. What else we have? Oh, this is the measurement tool. When I was practicing my fundamentals and I had to measure proportions, this was quite nice because it gives you the exact thing. You can use pencil for that if you like, or you can just go fancy schmancy and get something like this. What else we have? I already showed you this eraser. These are little water-filled brushes, so they have a compartment with water. Possibly you've seen it somewhere with watercolor stuff. So you would use color pencils, for example, and then you go with this one. It could be fun, but I don't know. I got used to my traditional watercolor brushes so much. It's hard to kick that habit, so it's just, I keep it, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it, to be fair. It's a bit messy. I kind of fancy give it a good clean. Another two things. This is acrylic ink, white, so you can mix it. You can add highlights. It's not very opaque. It's not as good as the Posca pen, not as convenient, but it's okay. And Ecoline, which is a bit like gouache. So it says here it's liquid watercolor. So you can mix it with different watercolors. You can mix it with gouache, and it will give you that yogurty kind of look. You'll have to try it to see what I mean. Or you can mix it with watercolors without dipping into your China white a million times. So yeah, I use it quite a bit. What else? I don't know what this is called. So this is to draw circles. Sometimes you want a very, very exact circle, and you stick a obviously pencil here and you go around. Very, very much primary school stuff. I think that's it. So obviously we've got masking tapes just to cover your edges, but this is my very basic standard box with all the very useful things that I can very easily grab and use. Very good. Inks I keep somewhere else because I don't want them to spill all over the place. But I love my little caddy. It's very handy. It's always somewhere waiting for me. So easy to open. Pop and I can go. Oh, forgot to put my charcoal things in a minute. So yeah, that's a nice looking little box. And it reminds me it's time to draw. So when it's standing somewhere in a corner of a kitchen, or and it looks at me, it's like, okay, come on and use me now. I want to do drawing. So it's just got a basic stuff, but yeah, I think I have a quite nice collection now, covering everything, doing different marks. I keep my color pencils somewhere else because there's so many of them that will never fit in here. So that's how I store it. I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Please let me know if that was useful. I would love to know how you store your precious materials and art supplies. I would love to know, and if you have any questions at all, please pop it in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.